Hi, my name is Hillel Porth, and thank you for visiting my site. I hope you find this page helpful in your job search. Just a few words about myself. I do marketing and lead generation for many Israeli export companies. I help companies connect with distributors, retail buyers, whatever it takes to help these companies expand and open new markets. I always tell job seekers that looking for a job is very similar to starting a business. And how is that? Because when you start a business, you have to generate the lead, you have to find those leads, generate those leads, contact those leads, and follow up with those leads. And it's very, very important, just like in a business, that you get your follow process down to a science, that you have a system that every time when you send out your resume, you have a whole system of following up and contacting that lead and getting a response from the company. So that's why it's very, very important. And I always stress this fact with anybody who comes to me for advice. I tell them that to focus on the follow-up process and get it down to a system. Just a few tips that will help you in your follow-up process. Number one, always change the subject line of the email that you're sending. In sales, they say that it takes somewhere between 7 to 9 emails until the prospect actually opens up your email. That's why it's very important here to create a strategy when you're sending out your follow-up emails to the companies. Okay, so sometimes when you send an email, they didn't open up the first time, but if you send a different title or a subject line in the next email, they might open up that email. Tip number 2 is to keep the emails short, sweet, and straight to the point. Don't waste you can't bomb it with information in the whole body of the email. That's why it's very important to have a few lines about yourself and redirect them to your resume. Number 3, pick up the phone and call the company. In this industry, in marketing and sales, we spend a lot of time on the phone. That's why it's very important to call the companies and show that you are a person who picks up the phone and can call a company. And companies like to see that. I speak with many companies and I'm in touch with a lot of companies, and a lot of the directors or CEOs will tell me that they like people who can pick up the phone and call them and not just email them their resume. So that's why it's very, very important that you pick up the phone and call the companies. And I always tell that to anybody who's seeking a job in marketing and sales, is to obviously send your email with your resume and stuff like that, but also pick up the phone and call the company. Now, what happens if you send 10 emails and nobody got back to you? Well, the best advice that I can give you is to go on LinkedIn and look for other employees in that company and contact them and follow up with them. Because sometimes another employee will knock on his neighbor's door and tell them to respond to your email. So that's a very powerful tip there, to go on LinkedIn and look for other employees in the company and contact them. So these are just a few tips. I hope you find this page helpful in your job search. Please feel free to email me, hillelmod@gmail.com. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Hillel Porth, and good luck.